So this is the project we've got at the minute. We're going to pitch a roof off the back of the house down to the edge of the conservatory on the back there. At the minute it's got PolyCarb roof on it. Hot in the summer, really hot in the summer, freezing cold in the winter, really, really bad insulation. It's got this extension on the side, so you can see where the two different levels have been joined together. It's a right hash. It's been a real poorly done job. The flashing and everything around the edges, the water sealing is really, really poor. So the whole lot's coming off, and we're going to do this nice pitched roof with tiles and 3 Velux windows in there. The first things we've got to sort out, which is the pitch. We need to have it more than 17 degrees for the tiles, so the water will run off the tiles. So that was the first thing that we've got to sort out, making sure that we've got the right pitch on it. I've got the piece of board across the back there now. I screwed that to the house, and I'll show you in a minute how we did that, which is as high as I can go because of the window up there. You need 2 inches clearance on top of your wood to put your lath and then your tiles on. So I can't go any higher. The tiles are going to be right up to the bottom of the windowsill, flashed into the wall all the way along. The 2 windows are slightly different heights as well. This window's lower than that by 2 courses of brick. This one is slightly lower. So we've got to work to that one. I don't want to do like a drop shape around the edge of the window. We don't need to. We've got enough pitch there. What I've got to do though, where the flat roof is here, I need to come just below that, so I've got to take out 2 courses of bricks on the top there, cut in the timbers of the existing roof, and then bring new timbers down and tie it all in. So yeah, it's going to be a project. It's going to be interesting. You can see here I've actually taken off the cladding and the guttering that was on there originally. That's all gone now, so we can actually see where we are and what we need to do. Let's get the PolyCarb off this roof. You can see up here what we've got. That's the flashing there, the existing PolyCarb roof, and this is the extension roof. Now this has, or did have, the rubber membrane over the top of this old felt, which is all cracked and it's been leaking. It leaked even with the new one on there, but look at the way that's flashed in there. It's just absolutely garbage. Baz has just come down, delivered hollow timber. What a delight. You want to see all this wood we got. Got enough wood to build a new house. Got 18 lengths of 6x2, 140 metres of lath, 5 8x2s. I think they're about 6 metres long. So here we've got the Timco concrete screws. These are 100mm 7.5 gauge, and look at them beauties. So they've got a really special thread on them that will cut the brick. So we drill a pilot hole 6mm through the wood, through the brick, and then that will go straight into the pilot hole and lock in. So let's just do them. We need to make sure we're on a brick. So the brick on this one is here. We don't want to be onto the cement. We want to be actually onto the brick. We'll then bang her into the brick with the drill. We'll have one of his concrete screws in there. We can smash that straight in with the impact. Oh, look at that. Solid as a rock, absolutely. And I've got 20 of them all the way along the top. I'm just going to put a few more along the bottom just to peg it all in. It's not going anywhere. It's going to have a lot of weight on it though, so it's got to be solid. See my plank there, look, dropped a couple of bits across so I could walk across the PolyCarb without falling, he said. That's the holes drilled. We'll just bang these screws in now. And again, you can just wallop those straight in. This Milwaukee Impact, it's got some power, it's wonderful. How easy is that? So he's banging all those wall plugs in. Plenty in there. Should be in the circus, shouldn't I, on this trapeze? Right, let's get rid of this PolyCarb. So I dragged the ladders across. Give me a chance to climb up there. I've just got to get rid of that flashing on the side, so we're going to rip all that off. It's stuck quite well, but it'll come with a good tug. Being brave now, getting on the roof. Yeah, don't do that. See it bending, look. I'm right near the edge, so it should be alright if it goes through then. You can all have a good laugh at my expense.
It might only land on your head. Nah, it's pretty sturdy, we're alright.
Alright, get these trims off the sides. That should just lift out. Half a ton of crap gonna come with it.
You've just got to get underneath that to pull it out. Stick the crowbar in and... Here we go.
Just pull the seat and trim out. Side, do the other side as well.
These plastic trims literally just pull out the top. Who's thinking the same as me? Pull that like that, you're going to go flying off the ladder.
I think this looks like it's been bonded at the top behind the flashing, so I might have to go up there and pull that flashing up. I think it's got some of that sticky stuff under here. Oh, it's a right gob. It's a right gob. Would it go under there? Nearly went. That one will come out now. I might do the whole lot, free it all off, and then come back. I'll try to. God, I'm not surprised it leaked. This stuff's just bloody rubbish. Right, let's get back down there, pull the rest of these trims off. Here it comes. One down, two to go. Oh. That was a bit sticky.
Now I couldn't believe this next bit. These beams are only held in with 2 tiny screws on each one. I mean, a decent wind with a bit of suction on it, they'd have had this whole roof off, I reckon. Get them out of the way though.
Right, first bit of sort of mackling together on this one. We need this is the bit above the window. We're going to put 2 big 8x2 timbers across the full length on top of the 2 pillars either side. So at the minute we've got one piece here, this like a 3x2, I think that is. Although it's all metric. But anyway, what I need is just a piece here to bring it out enough to sit 2 on top of. So I think it's a 36mm piece of timber just to run along the edge, and then we'll cut it into the plasterboard on either side. Then we can put some new timbers on top of that. Let's just cut this bit down and get it on.
Got the Milwaukee hacksaw with a good blade in there, and we'll just whack that all the way along there, cut that down on the saw stools. Links for everything are all in the description below, so if you see any tools that you fancy, just pop into the description. Always helps me out with the links.
There we go. We've got this bit there that we need. And that one's a spare.
We'll pop that back in there. We can get some nice big screws straight through the whole lot, pegging that all together. So we drill the first bit, then put a big screw to pull it all together.
Oh, these are big. Look at these suckers. Oh, it's windy today. I'm afraid I'll just bit of wood. Not carrying the totem pole. I should have had a couple more Weetabix.
Yeah, the problem was these are so long I couldn't get them around the corner between the gate and the garage, so I've had to pick them up right. Oh, blimey.
368. 368.
Measured once, cut twice, all that. Mincemeat of them though. Get these big ones up there, get them in place. I can just rest them where they need to be. And get this one up alongside it. Slide it in without dropping it.
Oh.
Like a glove.
Oh, it's there.
That's a relief.
We'll pin them two together. Screw them up through the bottom from the frame screws. And yeah, looking nice. However.
Here we go, big screws straight through the two and some frame screws up through the bottom there.
That's one. That one's in already. Let's just make sure this door closes. Yeah.
Right, we can get on with ripping the rest of this roof off now.
Oh, nice. Nice. I might well just rip this straight off.
Get the felt back, we've got to cut into that wood.
Right, so this bit of the old roof here, we need to bring it in from the beam there and cut down into this, and then we'll cut into the joists as well, so they sit probably halfway down from the angle. So we've just got to remove this row of bricks and cut these joists at an angle, remove this top bit of roof as well. So let's get on with that.
Get the crowbar out, we'll get it into that edging, rip all that out. It's all nailed down, there's no screws in any of this, it's just nails, so we can soon get those out of the way. These bricks have fallen off here, I've had to chisel them last two off there, but they all come away nicely. And we need to drop our big joists down now to get his measurements right. I can scribe straight down there to get the angle right, and as long as the other end is the same, if it's the same height, you're going to drop it all down together in alignment, then your angles are going to be right. Just like that. And then we've got this other end. I'll lift that up, like I say, because it's got to be the same height. So we drop the whole thing down in parallel, and then we know this is going to fit as well. So I can scribe that to the bottom of the new joist at the bottom there. We'll just make a nice recess in there, and then we can cut that out, and it should just drop in. We'll get it on the cross saw. That's his first angle. That's his bit we're going to drop into the major joist at the bottom. And hopefully it'll fit. It's going to be tight. Oh, like a glove. Beautiful. And now I'm going to do is just try this in various positions, because if this is the same all the way across, which it should be, I've got my little jig. So I've got my template, which is all cut how it needs to be. We've got the saw set up for the angle. We've just got to do 12 more, and then we can put them across the roof. So let's get cutting. Chip chop, chippy chop chop, chip chop. I like a bit of fresh wood. The cutting smells nice. Don't give up your day job. No, the foreman's here. The foreman's coming to check on my work. Oh no, what have I done wrong? That, oh God. So you can see what we're trying to do here. Cutting these old joists down to the pitch of the new roof rafters there, and this is the original. So this next one's I'm going to put that across. I've just scribed it. I'm going to cut that out now. Last night with some tarpaulin. Let's get that out of the way. We've got 3 of these Velux windows to go in the roof. That's the size and the part number there. So we've just got to plan it out. 1, 2, and then 3. So we just need to make sure we get these right, and then we can move the rafters about to accommodate, because they're not fixed in side to side at the minute. Right, let's open the box up and see what we get inside. They look nice. My you get this up on its end and you have to open it, twizzle it round, press 2 buttons either side and release it.
Right, let's have a look in the fitting kit and see what we're getting here. So I've just mocked up the insert and 3 tiles just to see where we're going to be, and the length on that looks about right. The frame needs to go in 20mm either side to get that insert in, so it needs to be bigger. So the distance between the rafters where the Veluxes fit, it works out to 84 centimetres on this size. So we just need to cut 2 beams out to put across top and bottom. Let's screw them in place.
Now we'll be doing follow-up videos on any part of this build that you want me to. Just let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to elaborate on or make another video on, and I'll do it. So I will be doing some stuff like fitting the Veluxes. I'll be doing a more in-depth video into each part of the build. I'm just going to put this one out there with all the bits in it, and then yeah, just come back to me with what you want me to do for if you want me to elaborate on anything, how we did the angles and all that kind of stuff. Just let me know.
Hole now. I can find that from the inside later and just cut the bit of joist away. There we go, timber frame is on, all complete, right the way across. Let's get some breathable membrane on there and then we can lath it.
So thanks to Dean at Behaviour Building Supplies, helped me out with some of this stuff. We've got the breathable membrane, we just pop that on, starting at the bottom and working his way up. We just staple this down all the way across. Get the old staple gun on there, banging them in. I say start at the bottom and just work. Oh God, not this, not this. You all saw this if you watched the channel. You know what's coming. I was rushing, it was going to rain. Oh my word. Ouch, that hurt. But we got over it. We got up and carried on. And I made a short from it, and it's doing rather well, so we carry on, don't we? Yeah, we just get this membrane on there all the way across, get it watertight, and then we can start with a lath. So this is the following day, the sun was out, it was looking good, and we're just going to screw these laths down. We've got to get the distance right on them though, we've got to get the distance right for the tiles. We know what we did, we set it out earlier on, so we just slide these in, and I make a little piece to space, so I can put a little bit of lath either side, get the spacing right.
Guttering hanger. Going to have a fascia that's going on the end that's about 10mm thick, which isn't massively thick. So once we've got the tile on, that's on there. So whatever we're going to do is 10mm. So that needs to come down to at least, must to be there like that.
This is setting it out. The setting out is the important bit. We've got to get this right. So I'm just putting a run down this side.
So I was really fortunate with the spacing on these tiles. The house that they've come off, I've just put them back on exactly the same, measured it up, and it's gone absolutely perfect to the top. 25mm, 250mm between each lath. So I've just made a little spacer, put my first run in, and now I can just continue that all the way along. So it shouldn't take too long to get the rest of the lath up. Just got to remember to go round them Velux windows though, we don't want to go over those. So there you go, a view from the top. We're getting there. Getting these laths in now, we've got to contend with the windows. So we're only going to put short runs in around the window frames. You can see the big gaps in the middle here.
And you can see they're using the spacer. I keep dropping that spacer in to get the height dead right on all of them. And it's just lay the spacer, drop the wood on, screw it down all the way up. And the same with the other side. Screwing all the way along on every single rafter.
Oh, so we've just got to do that little bit in the middle. And we're all done with the lath. Oh, except for the top one, we've got to just cut that. I've got to grind that out though so we can flash into it. Might have to take that top batten off so I can get the angle grinder in. But other than that, it all looks pretty good. I think we might have to fill these little gaps in, like I said, just between the windows. I think that's the next one. So the little end bits there, I'm just cutting down 6x2 that I've got left over from the joists, building a little framework in there, and then we can clad it from the outside, insulate it from the inside, and yeah, it should look nice. Bit of strength as well.
Yeah, just get those finished off, put those last couple of bits in, screw them all in from the outside, and then you can get this Velux window in, feed it in, click it back into place.
Yeah! Oh my god.
They're ever.
I made that look more difficult than it was.
That's why I put it on fast forward. And then we're going to grind all this cement out. This is for the flashing. I've got some really good blades there. It just munches that out of there. Quite tricky under the window. I've really had to get down to get in there. But once we've got that ground out, we can tuck the new lath in and get the blower on it, just blow the dust away and all the bits of cement that are hanging around. We don't want any of that getting caught under the felt. And then we can finish off these windows, cutting out the felt, stapling it down on the outside, and then dropping the inserts in. So we drop the insert in first, and then we can put the frame in and then drop the glass in. And it's got a flashing kit that you put round it. It just sticks to the side of the window. Staple it all the way round and put the top trim on, tuck that in, and happy days. Do the same with the last one. Get the flashing kit out again. You put the surround together. It just clicks in place all the way round. Drop that in first, it's the insert. This last one though, I've got to put the whole window in one piece because I can't get at it because I haven't cut the inside away. So I had some good help there from Vez, and she's helped me drop it in. Put the flashing kit on again. All ready for tiling. Beautiful. Now we can just crack on with the tiles. Let's get them tiles on, and you're just laying them down. Alright, screwing a few, tacking a few in, cutting them down, cleaning them up, using the angle grinder just to give everything a good cleaning and get rid of any cement. Because I've used a lot of these as second-hand tiles, saved a fortune. I bought some new ones, but a lot of them were second-hand. Majority of these we all got we got second-hand. Well, I say they weren't new. They were the newer ones were second-hand as well, but they were just left over. I don't think they've ever been fit to a house, to be fair. But we got from a reclaim yard. For £1 each. How good's that? We just get around these Velux windows, we just feed them in, cut them to size, tuck them in, tap them down, make sure they're all fit nice and flush. Just keep on going all the way until we've got no more gaps and everything's covered. In they go. Keep cutting down, feed them in, lock them in place. Then one's a little bit tricky to get in. Right, so today's challenge is to lead in this little coping stone here. We've got to cut this under felt away and bring a lead in to make it all watertight. It's not going to be easy because of the shape of everything, but we can't touch this stone because it's interfering with next door's roof. So yeah, let's see if we can make a decent job of it. So I've just bent it to right angle, cut a little chamfer off the top. Try and get it a bit shaped. Now I love a bit of lead mate sealant. It's fantastic. You can get it in behind the flashing and it will stick to the wall. You can use it when you've ground out as well. When you've ground the brick out, you put the lead in and you can use the lead mate into the flashing, into the hole, fill it all. Saves you using any cement at all. And it seals perfectly. We'll get this top bit in. We'll feed that bit underneath there. We'll feed it round, bend it round, just tap it into place. Gently tapping it. Don't want to break the tiles that are underneath, but we just keep on working it. Yeah, it looks a bit puzzled. It's getting there though. We are working its way down. Heating it as well, just to let it flex a bit easier. We can really get that shape in there. Get it nice. And then we're going to work round from the back, covering that as well, coping stone, getting it all in nicely. I love working with lead. It's beautiful to work with. It just bends. It's so flexible and lovely. You can get it in there, bend it round. It looks amazing. It's expensive, but it's lovely to work with. That looks about watertight to me. Really pleased with that. Looks like a dream. And then we just got to do that top bit up there. Just, yeah, same again. Just bend the lead, get it in. Take the top row of tiles off, just so we can get that first bit in. And then just work his way along, tapping it in. I'm sorry I haven't got a close-up of this. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But it's literally just tapping it in all the way along like I did on the last bit. Then we'll cut the noggins off. We need to lose the noggins. I've put a little bit of lath along the front there, just so I've got it dead level all the way along. And we're just going to trim those down so the fascia sits flush. Then I'll just put some little bits along the bottom as well. But you can see that's lovely and smooth all the way along now. We can get the fascia in under there. Right, job for today is to clad off the ends of these fascias here. So we're going to put some fascia boards down, hollow board on the end, some angle on the bottom, and then I've got some angle to go all the way along the top there and cover that up, make it look nice. Let's go for it. So this stuff's the hollow board. It's cheap, it's double skinned, and a really effective way of covering these flanks up. And the multi-tool cuts this stuff really well. Just need to get that angle right on the end there. Could do with a template. Yeah, so let's make one with a bit of cardboard. That's the easy way. Cut it to size. We can use it to mark up where we need to be, and then we can use that as a template for the whole lot. So we can just keep cutting them to size, using the angle, getting it absolutely spot on, screwing them as we go, fixing them all in place. And we've got a nice bit of L trim there. Cut that down for the top. We'll secure that with a couple of clamps and we can screw it in as well. Finish it off with a bit of fascia board. Nice fascia boards now to cover up that rafter. Half the job's getting the plastic off it all. Peel the protective layer off, cut that to size and screw it in. Bit of silicone, stick that on. Trim on the end, couple of nail with caps on the end, and then silicone around the outside. There we go, I'm pretty pleased with that. Nice and sealed in. Time for some little noggins on the for the soffits underneath there. So I'll just screw these little bits of lath down, and that'll give us something to screw the J trim to, which is this piece here. This is where the soffit slides into to hold it in place up against the wall. So I've got these beautiful little downlighters, JCC V50s, and just the quality is amazing. Just look at those, all fixed in secure, nice white, not going to corrode. Just need to put some holes in the diameter of the back of that, and then the connectivity is through this little unit here, and we just put live in, earth and neutral, and then you've got live out, so you can loop them all in. So we can just plug in and out, loop, 5 lights all the way along. Let's get them in. Got some really nice push connectors, so you don't got to use any screws. They're just literally, the wires push in, stay there like fish hooks. Feed that up the back there, and then we can cut the holes in the fascia. We'll get that fixed up into place. All the way along the bottom. Got the hole saw, 70mm cut out. Let's go for it. Got one of the lights. Put the wire through, plug it in, and see what it looks like. Yeah, don't trap the wire when you put it in. Like that. That's better. Oh, how nice are they? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, we could just go with the fascia then. We'll get that screwed in both sides. And look at this, I can't get it past the ladder. What a fool. I had to tip the ladder up to get it over. It's hard doing this stuff on your own though. These flexible big bits of plastic. Bit tricky on your Todd, but we managed it though. We'll get that guttering cap on there. We'll get the centre drop out. And we just got to get his end cap on and then work out obviously the drop for the guttering. So we need to just get these ends higher, a little bit of a drop on it, not a lot. We'll get the bit of wood in there just to work from, and we'll put his guttering hangers in and clip it into place. Put the end cap on, and then from this side we're using a string line. So I've got a string line from one end to the other, so I can get these absolutely perfect all the way along with a little drop out on it, so the water flows to the guttering where it comes down, and we'll clip that into place. Well, there we go. It took 3 weeks on and off. It's finally all done. What do you think? I put some more videos on for the rest of the build, the installation inside. I'm really pleased with it, really pleased. And what I'll do is, like I say, I'll put more videos out for some extra pieces of this. If you want me to go into more depth into some of the repairs and the building of it, let me know and I'll make some extra videos. If you've enjoyed it, please drop me some comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day.